我们继续学习《清净道论》第79页，这是第3项内容。今天介绍世间和出世间，定有几种，还是这个以世间出世间，就是 lokiya 和 lokuttara。
What else have we got? Okay, so the other distinction, which is found here, not found in the suttas, number 3, which I skipped over, is mundane and supramundane. That's lokiya and lokuttara. This is a concept which is introduced primarily in the Abhidhamma and drawn out here. The basic idea here is that lokiya refers to the jhanas, the ordinary jhanas that you get when you meditate and you get into a jhana. Lokuttara is the jhanas that are specifically associated with the occasion of realizing the paths and fruits. So technically, according to Abhidhamma, the lokuttara jhana only occurs at a certain, like 4 mind moments or something like that. Something like specific things. It's not really a state of meditation that you develop. It's a flash where the mind enters this very purified state and realizes the truths. That state can be reviewed and re-entered, but the moment of realizing it just takes a few mind moments. That concept is very problematic. Like I said, it's drawn from the Abhidhamma, although significantly developed since then. But the distinction between lokiya and lokuttara makes a huge difference, because it then opens a pathway to be able to say that, well, you don't really need jhanas. And this became a major discussion in the controversy in the Theravadan world in the 50s and 60s, when the Burmese were promoting this idea that you don't really need jhanas. This was an unprecedented idea. And the others, including a number of the Sinhalese Mahatheras, were objecting and arguing back against this, pointing out that jhanas are so central in the suttas. And one of the sort of points that the Burmese teachers were making was that if you divide the meditation into lokiya and lokuttara, then you can get enlightened just by experiencing these lokuttara jhanas, which only happen for a mind moment. And so you don't need to develop these kind of actual jhanas. That, of course, only makes sense if you accept the theoretical framework of the Abhidhamma and the commentaries. In the suttas, there's no such distinction. The jhanas that we use, the normal everyday jhanas that we talk about, the, if you like, common or garden variety jhanas, which are by no means common or garden variety, but they are the Eightfold Path, and that's what leads to Nibbana. That's what the Buddha said is essential for developing the path. So even though these ideas were seized on in later years and used as a way of getting around the requirement for jhana here in the Visuddhimagga, obviously, a very large part of the text is talking about jhanas and talking about how to get them and how to develop them and how to realize them. So, when thinking about the tradition, I think it's really important to retain that sense of perspective. It certainly is not the case that the normal position within the commentarial literature is that you don't need jhanas. Obviously, the mainstream normal position of the Theravadan commentaries is that jhanas are a central and essential part of development of the path.
好，今天就分享到这里。